Nerd House at Dallas Makerspace. We're here at the Amiga Club meeting for August of 2026. Let's see. I'm going to dive in here as soon as I can figure out that we're live.
Is there a live stream here?
We're trying to. I don't know. This thing's being weird. It's set to start now. Live.
Windows new drawer.
Okay, sweet. I think we're rolling. Let's step up here and let's see what people have going on. This is a Commodore 4040. Playing some Lemmings, I guess. Nice, pretty classic stuff. You got the double monitor output. Nice. Let's see, this guy I think may have gone out. Let's see if I can get the second one going on. Oh, it's running low on battery, that's why. Here we go. This is an interesting Amiga 1000. As you can see, the whole thing is up here, and it's actually up for sale. And so that's pretty cool. With all the original boxes and everything, and a whole bunch of user guides and such. Let me put my microphone back down. There we go. Got all the documentation in here, original, and a box of floppy disks. Still got Wheel of Fortune up here. As you can imagine, my favorite thing to do is play some classic Wheel. Let's get into this one a little bit here since we're here. All right, so we've got this old program, I guess, whipped up by Hari Laguna, who made a shareware version of Wheel of Fortune. So it's clever. Actually, let me just restart this so you can see it from the beginning. You got this crazy trackball wheel. And you can I like the way the style of the icons. If you click off of it, it turns all the letters around so you can't see them. Then you click on it, and sure enough, it shows Wheel of Fortune. That's a super cool touch. So this is a shareware disc, and so if you double click on it, you'll see kind of up in the corner, it starts off by saying, what is it, basic, like AM basic or something, like it was written in basic to begin with. And then eventually it flips to WH 3.4. And then in just a second, it'll say, wait a minute, or something, excuse me. Okay, excuse me. And then the way it draws the original puzzle board is pretty cool. It's funny how they make the circles. Creating puzzle. And then making the wheel. There's a couple rotations of this for some reason. I wonder if it's making the wheel for the 3 contestants. Doing it 4 times now. Okay, ready? All right, let's take a spin. We got phrase as our category. And we've got our player, Tony, who's going to start us off. And Tony, give it a spin. So we're going to click spin button up here. And it's going to slowly rotate and give you the what it's landing on up there. So we got a free spin, so we'll spin it again. And now I get to select a consonant for 400. I'm going to go with R. R seems like a safe bet for the first thing to call. And, because this is probably using 1980s rules, you can imagine there's one single bankrupt on the board. So we can go on and usually make a lot of spins pretty safely. I'm going to go with a C this time, I guess. And there's one C. I'm going to hold out because for 200, I'd rather save the S and the T for a bigger spin. So we're going to spin again. Still 200. Let's call it D this time, and there's a D. All right, let's hope for a big spin. I can see some big money up here. At 200 again. This is ridiculous. All right, so I'm going to go with L, I guess. No L. All right. Well, I'll save the free spin for later, I suppose. Now we're going to go to Jackie. And Jackie's hopefully going to get some big money here, too. 600 is decent. And for 600, I guess I'll go with the T. Okay, fair enough. There's 3 T's. Let's buy a vowel this time. Now we're going to go with an E. Okay, I bet that's satisfaction guaranteed right up here. So we're going to go and see if we can milk this puzzle for some money. So I'm going to go with the G because it's kind of a low number. 400 is what I spun. Spin it again, see what we get. 700, that's decent. I think I'll go with the S this time. There should be 2 of those. There we go. Good deal. Spin again. I think the next big one would be the N. So for 900, I'll put the N in there. There's 2 N's. Now I'm up to $5,150. Pretty good. Let's spin it again one more time. Now we have 800. I think this time I'll go with the F. And that might be our last consonant here. In which case it says now you have to buy a vowel or solve the puzzle. So we can go up here and click solve. And we click solve, and then I can just type in satisfaction. And make sure I don't make typos. I had satisfactoid there going on for a second. Guaranteed. Now, one thing is I don't see a time limit on here like the Game Tech version, but I think that looks good. Satisfaction guaranteed. Hit enter, and sure enough, it looks like I successfully guessed that puzzle. Ta-da! Okay, very nice. On to round 2. It's a person, and it's got to be something of the year, I betcha. Man of the year, gentleman of the year, who knows? Something along those lines. But let's go on and look at some more stuff here, because I don't think you want to sit here and watch me play Wheel of Fortune. You know, those of you that know me know I love my game shows, and I could sit here and do this all day long, literally. But it's not why you all are here. There's a whole bunch of other things to look at in this meet. So,
I don't know. And so it seems like it goes back and forth. But yeah, this is what it's been. Since I've got everything set up, it always comes up and it's basically 128. There's a way to, isn't there like a sys info or something? I think.
Looks like we got a couple of 4040s out here.
Yeah.
See like yours and the guy right behind you too.
Yeah, that's his. It's Jesse's.
There you go.
So I'm still a novice when it comes to this UI. Where is large? I have.
I'm not doing it today.
That's one thing that I always have problems with on Commodore. This UI is stuff just gets in a different. I lose stuff. I don't know the layout.
Utilities or tools.
Yeah, let's go here. Multi-view.
Johnny, what you got going on? No idea. You have no idea. You're watching an old concert, it looks like.
Yes.
And which OS is this?
This is Pi Amiga.
Pi Amiga. Oh, yes, I saw that on the laptop a second ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does everything really well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no idea who those are.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you. Let's see. So, what kind of hardware do you have going on over here?
This is the one that's made for it. It just plugs in and hangs outside. And then it comes with these cables so you can hook up another computer of any kind in through there. And then this is actually a Raspberry Pi 5, just like this is, but it's in a special case. I've got a third one here. It's also a Raspberry Pi 5.
My gosh.
This was 16 gigs, this was 60 gigs, this one's 8 gigs.
Gotcha. This one's got quite a cooler on there, too.
Yes.
People don't know if they need them until they know if they
3 fans even. Here, and one on.
Man, running some serious acceleration off of there, I guess? Or just chips run hot?
It stays pretty cool. I run this one 300 megahertz overclocked, and this one's 200 megahertz overclocked. I haven't overclocked that one. But even with this one here is famous for being extremely cool because it's one giant heat sink inside.
Yeah.
So it keeps the temperature. I've checked the temperature on it. Even I'm more like saying I'm doing 200 megahertz over, and it's actually running cooler than a regular Raspberry Pi is, set to doing nothing.
Interesting. Yeah, sometimes they can get hot, huh?
Yes.
Cool. So the Pi Amiga is a special port of Amiga OS that runs on the ARM chips then.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Edwards, who has that website where he fixes Amigas and stuff, is the guy who developed it.
Gotcha.
It's free, absolutely free. He says if you buy it from somebody, you should return it and get your money back.
Nice. Giving back to the community.
He's got, I think he said, over 4,000 games on it.
4,000 games on there? Nice. So he's ported a lot of games then.
I'm sort of thinking, I'll never get to see them all.
No. Yeah, it's always interesting when...
And then I don't know how many pieces of software he's got for you to use. Desktop publishing, word processing. Yeah.
Hopefully some printer drivers go along with that, I guess.
Yeah, they all work. I've tried. I tried the page stream and it popped right up and ready to go. And I'm like, okay.
What about stuff like Lattice C or compilers?
I haven't looked for that because I get into programming, but I would say this probably is. I know he's got Lightwave running in there.
Oh,
if
wow.
you want to do Lightwave stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, I'd say that anything that makes programming for these things easier is something I'm always interested in, just because you want to see for yourself what you can do with it.
I do.
That's a play.
Remember that TV show Babylon 5? You know, he used the Amiga to generate the images. He was telling me it took an Amiga 4000 7.5 hours to do one frame.
Oh no.
It takes this machine 70 seconds to do one frame.
No kidding. Yeah, we've come a long way.
Back then, they must have had hundreds of 4,000 separate rendering frames to make that TV show.
Yep. Or maybe they just gave up and used an SGI or something.
Well, they kept. Well, I think the first 3 seasons, they won awards and everything for the graphics on the
Yep.
show. I think later they did go to PCs or something.
Right.
There are situations where
There's
this definitely helps.
24 frames a second, You multiply it by 7.5 hours.
Yep.
You're not going to be doing it with one machine long.
Yeah,
room
it's
full of
gonna
it.
take you your whole life.
I
Yep.
can believe this does it in 70 seconds. It popped up those demos. It's like,
Well, cool. I'm gonna go see what David's up to.
okay.
So what do you think a reasonable asking price is for the system
David, how's it going?
Oh, good. How are you?
Doing all right. Just taking notes of everything that's here.
Right. Yeah, so I brought a PyStorm.
You want to hold the mic?
Oh, sure.
Alrighty.
So I was showing him the VGA adapters that I have back here, playing a game on VGA instead of HDMI. But I have a PyStorm and a FrameThrower, which does the same thing over HDMI. So I'll switch the inputs back here. Alright. Yeah, so what this is a 15 kilohertz game that's coming over the HDMI, so I can just unplug this guy now. So,
Yep.
and what the FrameThrower lets you do is take the actual Denise output, pixel perfect. It runs it into the Pi, and then the Pi will switch between the 15 kilohertz game mode and RTG 1080p mode. So as soon as you're done with here, you can exit out of here. Okay, and then it drops right back out into 1080p mode.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then you don't have
That's
to,
really smart.
yeah, and you don't have to do anything. And this is a Caffeine OS, which you can download off the internet
Yep.
yourself. And it's got everything in there that you need on a 64 gigabyte SD card. And yeah, you don't have to download anything else really.
Wow.
Because it pretty much runs everything.
This is the 500 you brought then?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that Caffeine OS looks interesting. It might, what's the other one? MorphOS, I guess.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I suppose. Yeah, Johnny brought MorphOS a long time ago to show us.
Okay.
It's actually it's a licensed operating system that can run on the Amiga hardware set on the 68,000 platform.
Yeah, okay.
So it's supposed to be carrying on the legacy of the Amiga stuff, Amiga compatible OS.
Yeah, this one. So the Pi runs a Pi 68K emulator, but it runs it very fast. So
That's wild.
let's see. I did add. It doesn't have sysinfo on here that I could find, so I had to stick sysinfo on here, which everybody likes.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's got no sparklies or anything like that. And then
Nice.
you go over here to speed, and well, it gives you some huge number.
Sure. Wow.
Which
Yeah, we're
is-
screaming.
It's way off the screen compared to a 68040
Yeah.
megahertz 4000, which
That's cool.
is pretty quick. And it says, is that a virtual Amiga? No, but yeah.
Virtual Amiga.
I don't know. They got the weird little things in there depending on the speed. So
Yeah.
if you're fast enough, you get motor rolling. It's like, all right.
And if you're too slow, I guess they just give you you're riding your bicycle to power this or
I
something.
don't remember what they all are, but yeah, it's got something for everybody.
Something kind of cheeky. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
have here today.
Cool. Well, thanks for showing.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all get back to it then.
yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I'm like right. I'm learning on Briscoe. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the only way.
We got a couple more machines back here. We got another Amiga 1000, along with this one, the really nice Amiga 1000. And then the 2000.
This one I've had on for several weeks.
We got the Pi Storm 68000 CPU replacement inside of here. As well as deluxe Galaga and such.
So yeah, like my
And then over here we're playing with a pretty legit Grease Weasel setup. So this Grease Weasel setup, now that I am streaming, I guess, you can see that.
It is powered on, so
Yep. This is all has a little miniature USB hub inside of here, routed into, as you can see, a regular SATA CD-ROM drive. It's a CD burner down here on the bottom. The 5 1/4 inch disc in the middle. And the 5 1/4 inch disc, and then somewhere down in here is actually a real life Grease Weasel too. Yeah, there's.
I think I'm probably should get you going.
Sorry, there's the Grease Weasel back here.
You can go on the other side, you'll see like more.
Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of it from there, and then of course the top is a 3 1/2 inch disc. And then if we go to the other side, then we can see a pretty decent view of in there, in the Grease Weasel.
Anything else at all?
No,
As well. So, and then there's another solid state hard drive in here as well. And so the solid state hard drive gives us the ability to immediately copy the images from the Grease Weasel onto the SSD, and then I suppose that if you had a USB stick, you could just kind of pop it in there and transfer
but
it.
once it's in the case, it's in the case. So that's where you just hook it up to your computer and run it that way.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it does have this USB output right here that you can hook into the laptop and just directly copy the image right into there. So that is super cool. Very interesting.
This is the. I want to build one. This is a CD duplicator, basically, a small case.
Yeah, so you found this case out of a CD duplicator style case they were selling on eBay for, you said $18 or something? Yep. $18.
Now they're going to go up to like 75 now.
Yep. The secret's out to the 4 other people that are
I
watching
sold the
this.
controller for $65, so I made money on it.
Yep.
Way to do it.
That's hilarious. Took the controller out of here and profited. So it looks like everybody's sort of winding it down here already.
It's getting close to 4.
Yep, got about 10 minutes left, so folks are going to start wrapping it up, I suppose. Did you have the chance to image a disc for me, an Amiga disc?
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want a copy or,
Yeah.
or what do you want to do?
Either way works. Well, a copy would be great. A disc image I could put on a USB stick or something.
Yeah.
Cool. Mind if I grab this Wheel of Fortune disc and have them imaged out over there?
That'd be fine.
Thank you.
Would you take 500 for the whole shebang?
Okay. All right.
Okay, there's the disc.
Plug in.
So I think that
Oh no, this one works fantastic. We're about to image a disc.
Mhm.
All right. This in. And start up
Cool.
floppy. Put it on 3.
so this is the Flux My Fluffy Floppy 3.08 software.
Yeah. And so, let's see. So, do you have something you want me to put it on, or?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
probably grab something. Oops.
What do you want? What's the file? What's the disk? What do you want it named?
And call it Wheel of Fortune, I guess.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yep.
Yeah, Commodore 64 is one.
And then let me see what I can grab from my stash.
1541 drive. Basically all that drives.
Let's see. We got anybody in the chat comments? Doesn't look like it. All right, I'm gonna set the stream down for just a little bit. Y'all can watch what's going on from up here, I guess. Put this on the edge. Good?
That was where I started.
Okay. You can see folks packing up.
And also, I think that's
Steven, do you want to talk to you about getting my badge along all the machine shots?
what's the process?
Yeah, that's probably the machine shop chair can help you with some of the coursework that you need to take, I suppose. Keep that working.
I have a Risco with some ROMs.
Is that fellow that you were talking to back there? I forget. I'm blanking out what his name is right now.
Yeah, I can't remember his name at all.
Mm-hmm.
I could recognize him.
Yeah, for sure. You can always watch back there and see if he's there.
I just went and looked at
Okay.
Summer.
Oh, by the way, son, I do have another retro computing on this too. I think it's called Risco S. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 8.2.
All right, guys. Thanks for all your help.
Hey, take care, man. I'll see you on the next one.
We'll see y'all next time.
It doesn't look like I have credit on the ATM.
So you got Commodore and it's laptop.
The one down.
So there's a OS that's Linux based.
My parents live here.
Commodore OS Vision. Free.
I live in Houston.
And they have tons of
Long.
Commodore Vision.
Commodore OS Vision.
Yeah.
I got this.
Oh, I guess we're here.
free.
I'm so used to thinking.
All right. Yeah, there's something about my computer and then we get done. I didn't put the size on it, so free. So basically, trash laptop.
Hey, it's an AMD.
Yeah.
It's an AMD computer.
I wish I could just run this thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah, you gotta check the thermals and dust, and I think AMD is notorious for over.
Alrighty.
It was free.
It was free.
Let's see how we do. So you can see it's getting this thing sector by sector, I think, huh? So we're over here with Amiga DOS. Sectors from Raw Flux. Just kind of fell asleep, I think. Oh, now you see me. Haha.
This is Parapractice. I see. Yeah, Parapractice.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this thing takes to get going, but
I think
I'll have to ask Raymond if I can borrow this thing, or else
Oh yeah.
maybe get some time on it tomorrow. Got some discs that need to get imaged.
On his OS. Called the tech-free phone.
It's super interesting. So about how long does it take to image the discs on here?
About 1 minute.
About a minute, okay.
2 minutes.
Or 1 or 2 minutes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Depends if it has any errors. Sometimes it does do some check for errors.
I think
Oh, there we go.
generally about like a minute and a half, I think, or 2 minutes, I think, for a disc, for a Amiga disc, and it's done.
Yep.
So it looks like there's no errors.
No errors. Perfect.
So we're good.
So that's the one.
So, all right, let's try.
Alrighty.
And,
Well, let me give the disc back to the gentleman, I guess. Alrighty, thank you. Did you end up working a deal yet?
Yes.
Look, you're close. Alrighty, very nice.
I'm gonna take the whole shebang, because I was telling him that,
So you know, this is intermittent right here.
I can fix it.
I can't even tell that.
Good deal. We have
Yeah, I
an Amiga 1000 finding a new home.
think about 3 different ways of doing it.
Congratulations.
Print it where most of the stuff is on the bed. And make sure you put standoffs. And like the,
Cool. See you around. Likewise.
what software are you using to? I want you to get your number here.
V3.
I'm gonna go get money.
It's not the best. It's like
It's
a
a
$200.
Creality one.
Yeah, Creality. It's like a $200.
I have the same one.
Yeah. And so I just thought I'd start off and get something and try it out. And see how
Absolutely.
how it goes.
I think I saw yours had 864,000.
There's Wheel of
That's just
Fortune.
info.
Nice.
Control C.
Copy things off to my
What pie is that?
Okay.
stick. Hopefully it shows up. I don't know if it's showing up.
No, actually, 864,000 is really good. I've seen.
So the reason
Let's
is,
try
Oh, yeah, take mine out.
disconnect
it's
this.
in the documentation for the high school.
Let's see what something shows
And it
up.
has low enough power requirements that will run only on 5 volts.
Right.
So to plug right in and run on 5 volts,
Oh,
I don't need an extra adapter. So I bought
See anything that showed up.
And so when I was doing
Yeah, it's entirely possible. This might just have a different format to it than
which is more than
unexpected.
Is it an Amiga formatted?
It doesn't. This is.
I don't even remember, to
No,
be
it's not-
honest.
This is Amiga, it's not gonna show up.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. Let me go grab one of my other sticks then, I guess. Alright, hopefully this one is the one that...
670
Well, let's try this one, I guess.
0386.
It's got all kinds of voltages on there.
right.
That's just me anymore.
USB-C
Meanwhile,
is the 15.
I'm gonna close the stream down since everybody's pretty much all packed up.
And
So,
21 volts and
thanks for joining us for the brief meeting
that's how you get the watt.
from Dallas Makerspace, August 2026. This is Texas Nerd House signing off, and I'll see you next time. Adios, everybody.